My name is Todd Giant, and I've known Bill for like 20 years now. First met him when he started up the Omni Club. He was looking for somebody to come in and work for him, help manage the place. And I was just out of college, no job, so he was willing to give me a chance at an opportunity to work for him. From there, we just kind of grew into a friendship. Well, Bill is such a people person, and so for him to sit there and treat his employees, he treats you like he's your friend. Listens to people, understands the needs, especially with customer service. I mean, he was always looking out for the people at the Omni, making sure that they're happy. And anytime somebody had a complaint with them, you could go right to him, and he would take care of it right away. And always valued people's opinions. Well, Bill's definitely a successful businessman. I mean, he's started businesses. I mean, the biggest one was starting the Omni and keeping that place running, and it's still running today based on what Bill's basic business principles were. He took everything that was a negative in that building, bad location, several businesses have failed in that same location, and he went and he turned it around. And the reason why he turns it around is because Bill doesn't just do your common, ordinary, and open up a business and let's do it. He does the research. He looks at every opportunity, every obstacle that could come his way. I mean, he is high level when he thinks of this thing. He looks at these businesses for every angle, and he throws himself into this thing. I mean, he is totally involved. He is totally committed to anything he gets going for his businesses, and they become very successful. And Omni is perfect because that building, like I said, there's several businesses there before, health clubs there before, have all failed, and his was still going. Bill is definitely a self-made man. I mean, he has worked hard for everything he's gotten. He has not had anything handed to him. I mean, this guy is a risk taker, and he's done the risks well. But again, he analyzes this risk. He takes a look at what could be, what could cause problems for him. And he manages those. Bill's always been he's always been a hands-on type of businessman. For all the business that he's had, he's always been directly involved. You see him in the office, you see him working with the customers, you see him coming out and talking with employees and customers. He's there for support, for guidance, for questions. I mean, he's always visible. After leaving Bill, the one thing that always stuck in my mind was the profits now and in the future speech that he would give. But we used to laugh about it back then, because he was passionate about it. But the reality of it was a very insightful thing, because going forward in some of my businesses, working at some of the businesses, they talked about the exact same thing over and over again, just not in the same wording as maybe what Bill had done. But it was always, you gotta, respect your customers now. You have to do what's right, because the profits you make now and what you do today is going to carry on to the future. And so it's kind of always stuck in my head. Always be good to your customers now. Be good to who you work with now, because down the road, you're gonna be relying on them. And I think that's pretty much what Bill is really grasping at, is profits now and in the future. Bill is definitely passionate in what he does. No doubt about it. I mean, when Bill is involved in something and wants to solve a problem, he is full steam ahead with this. The other thing is he's a compassionate guy too. He understands people. He understands the needs of what goes around especially this county. But the biggest thing for me is Bill does not follow. He follows the beat of his own drum. Because 20 other people have read a book that said they needed to do something the exact same way, and everybody does it the exact same way, Bill's going to be the first one to not go that same way. So for me, yeah, I want him in Congress. I want him to go in there, and I know what Bill's going to do. He's going to go in and he's going to shake things up. He's not going to go in there and be the typical politician that we all hate. Bill's going to go in there and be his own person. That's what I love about him.